I am going to explain in class 10, that is production and employment in social studies. So what is production and what is employment? So these points we are going to discuss in the chapter. See, you take any country in the world, people they engage in different activities. People they are earning money by doing different works. Why? Because to survive their families, to feed, compulsory they need some money. So that money they are getting by employment or any work activity. See, total in the world, people's activities are divided into three economic activities. Once again, see, the economic activities means that which related to the money, the activity or the work which is related to the money, so that work will comes under the economic activity. So these economic activities are divided into three categories. See, what are the three categories? One is primary sector, second one is secondary sector, and third one is service sector. Okay? So in these three sectors, people engaging or people are earning money by doing work in these three sectors. So totally in the world, economic activities are many types, but that economics activities we classified means divided into three sectors. We have three economic sectors. One is agriculture sector or primary sector. Second one is industrial sector or secondary sector. And third one is service sector or tertiary sector. Tertiary sector. Total three types of economic system. So few members they are earning money from primary sector, and few people they are earning money in the service sector, and some people are getting income in the service sector. Okay. So in the three sectors, people are engaged and they are doing different types of economic activities to survive for earning money. Okay. So first one is I am going to explain, that is primary sector or agriculture sector. Primary, you know that India is the agricultural country. So in India, majority of the people they settle in agriculture sector. They are earning money. They are earning money by doing agriculture works. So these not only agriculture, farming, not only agriculture and farming, but also some other agriculture allied activities also will come under the primary sector. Agriculture allied activities, these works also comes under the primary sector. One is fishing. Agriculture, farming, it is primary sector. Fishing also primary sector. Fisheries. And few members they completely depend on catching fish. Their main occupation is catching fish and they sell nearby markets. By doing that work, they get some money. So fishery also one of the main important activity. It comes under the primary sector. And forestry also, forestry work. Some people they get some of the important minerals which are forestry, natural resource which are there. They will get in the forest area and they sell nearby the markets. So these type of works also comes under the primary sector. Next one, mining. In the mines, there was few members they engage, they work in the mines, underground mines and open cast mines. So these mining work also comes under the primary sector. So in the primary sector, there are many types of works people are engaged in. So it comes completely under the primary. Agriculture, farming, cattle rearing, fisheries, mining, domesticating animals, all these comes under the primary sector. So in the primary sector, people will earn less income compared with other sectors. In the primary sector, people they are getting some less income comparing with the other sectors. So this is a primary sector. So primary sector also one of the economic activity, primary activity. Next, second one is that industrial sector or secondary sector. See, industrial sector is nothing but total industries. See, some people they settled near industrial area and they are working in industries. So they get many employments. People are getting that employment industrial sector. That people or that economic activity comes under the secondary sector. In India, after getting independence in India, we have government also concentrated to develop the industrial sector, because so most of the people they would not depend on agriculture sector, okay, because of land is same, only population is increasing. So for the excess population we need that some other works. So industries also well developed, mean the production also due to the industrialization production also will increase. So many industries were developed. So that is why after the industrial development, many people got employment in the industries and they worked as a laborers, as a technicians and some other works. They are engaged in the industrial sector. So these economic activity will come under the secondary sector. Okay. So next to last one is that service sector or territory sector. Service sector. Service sector means these categories people they give the service to others. They give the service to others. Here in the service sector people, so majority of the people highly educated, skilled people will come under the service sector. For example, these doctors give the service to the patient, the lawyer, teacher, and postal department, banking, railway, telegraph. So who give the service to their customers, that type of activity all will comes under the service sector. Okay. So these are the mainly, so compare with the service sector and primary sector, the service sector people will have now more income compared with other sectors. So because these people are highly educated and skilled people and they give the service to their customers. So in this sector, people income source also will be high compared with these two sectors. Okay, and these are the three economic sectors in this economic activity in the world. One is primary sector, already you know, fisheries, agriculture production, cattle rearing, domesticating animals, mining works, all these comes under primary. Industrial sector, the industrial employment who works in the companies, that comes under the industrial or secondary sector. And next one, service sector, examples, postal department, banking, telegraphs, railways, education department, doctor, lawyer. So all these are the people who give the service to the customers, that comes under the service sector. So in these three sectors, people are engaged and they are earning some income to survive. So compared with this service sector, these category people will earn more income compared with the other sectors. Next, so this is the economic activity. Next one is that employment. Employment is nothing but simple, we can say that work or job. Okay, employment. In the three sectors, people are busy. In the three sectors, people are working and they are getting jobs. But that employment again we divided into two types of employment sectors. Employment sectors again into divided into two. One is organized sector. Second one is unorganized sector. Organized sector, unorganized sector. So these two sectors are employment sectors. Employment, work. Already these three are economic activities. Okay, primary, secondary, service. But here, people who are engaged and who are getting jobs in these three sectors. So we divided into two categories. That employment sectors. One is organized sector. Second one is unorganized sector. So organized sector is very simple. So this organized sector having some rules and regulations, and government will monitor this sector, and government will release the guidelines to compulsory they have to follow in this organized sector. The people who are working in the organized sector, they will get more benefits because who are working in organized sector, there will be security to their jobs, and that people will get medical benefits who are working in organized sector, and also in this organized sector, safe working condition environment, safe working place, and no stress. And next one is pension. Also after the retirement they will get the pension, and health facilities, security to their job, and medical benefits, and high salaries. Okay, so these are the main important benefits who are working in the organized sector. This is organized employment in organized sector, one type of sector. Second one is unorganized sector. So unorganized means in this sector, so the government will not monitor properly, and here employees, there is no security to their job, and next one, very low salaries in this unorganized sector. Here because the government will not monitor. Okay, so that is why these people, there is no security to their job. Anytime that people, that organizer will remove from the job. And next one, salaries also, income also very less in this, and no medical benefits here, and working environment also not safe, not like organized. It's very critical, heavy stress, and no guarantee to the job. So environment also, working environment also not safe. So these people who work under this sector, they are comes under the unorganized sector. So I will tell you some of the examples under the unorganized sector. For example, construction work, daily laborers, okay, and some people who works in the hotels, restaurants, and these all the street vendors, all these comes under the unorganized sector. And next one, organized sector, already you know that many education institutions and the corporate companies and government institutions, government centers, all these people comes under the organized sector. So these two is that organized, unorganized, these two sectors of employment sectors. One is organized employment, unorganized sector employment, two types of. So most of the people present in the world are in compared to the other countries, like in India mainly. In India, most of the people are settled in that unorganized sector. Their working condition is very not safe, and they are getting low salaries. There is no job security to that people. Okay, so these people or laborers comes under the unorganized sector. So this is the main important sectors, economic sectors and employment sectors. Okay, so remaining I will discuss in the next class.